Hello and welcome to my first video about how to get started with League of Legends and how it works. So the first thing is you stand here when you spawn, and then you got to get to buy a thing with this guy, and you buy a thing that you think is good, or you can go to a website and check on guides on how to play. And for start with, these turrets you are going to defend, and these that you can't see pretty good is you're gonna destroy. And there's other players on the other team that you're going to kill, and by killing them you get more gear and money. Should you just wait for the others to come? And in these bushes you get invincible for the other ones that's standing outside, but when they come into the bush they see you. So this is a perfect place to stand and waiting for them, so when they come they get surprised by two players standing there and waiting for them. So this is actually a lane game. So we have two players that go down lane, and two that go up, and one goes middle lane. And these little guys called minions or creeps are you're going to kill the red ones because that's their minions, and you're going to use the minions to destroy the turrets, because if you go on the turret without minions, the turret will shoot you and will die really fast. But in high level you don't die that fast. But if you attack a champion near a turret too with minions, the turret will start attacking you. So that you should have in mind. And you have 4 attacks: Q, W, E, and R. Your R is so-called ultimate, and it's make you slightly more better. It's a very good attack for most. And you get it at level 6, and the other attacks you can get whenever you want. You can maximum them to skill level 5. And you see now the turret started shooting Shen, that guy over there. It's not so good. And now they're shooting the minions. But if I attack him now, see, the turret started shooting me. And there something, when you get low HP, the HP up here, and there's mana, but some other characters have other things than mana. But when you get low HP, you can press this button, recall. It's you can press B if you want. You see it starts to teleport. Now I get back to the spawn. I can buy things that I would want. And here in consumables you can buy some things called wards. You could like put them here, and then you can see enemy players that are running through. But otherwise you can't see them. And these are health potions. I guess you know what they do. They heal you up for slightly a bit of health, but not instantly. It heals you over time, so you should avoid getting harassed, and that means getting attacked by the enemies, so you would take damage on you. Uh, and there's different types of some kind of classes in League of Legends. Tanks, they buy gear that make them tougher, so they wouldn't die that easy. And some things called support. They heal and help the team does not get many kills or so. And there's the DPS, damage, that takes damage, and tanks can prevent that damage by buying armor, so they wouldn't take that much damage. And there's something called mage ability power. Some characters can be really high damage with that, and that damage can be prevented with magic resistance. And there's also one thing that is called tanky DPS. It's a guy that deals pretty lot of damage, and he can resist pretty much damage as well. He's like a half tank, off tank. So here, now I got a kill. And you could, after every game, you get a special amount of influence points. Of the influence points you can buy champions, new champions for. The first class champions are for 450 influence points. The next is 1350. The others are 3150, and the last one 6300. And you can also buy points that are called riot points. They cost a bit of money. Not in-game money, they cost real money. And see, now we're gonna get down the turret. I at least think so. We'll get down its HP a little bit. I'm going to show you how this champions guy, I'm the red one, is going to work on that ninja over there. I just need to level 6 first. And when you're out of mana with your champion, you often can't use any attacks if your champion doesn't require low mana on your attacks. But as you see now, I don't have much mana, so I can't use my attacks. Let's see how fast I get it back. It slowly regens up, but you can buy things as mana potion or items that give more mana and mana regen. See, and when the green light comes around, I activate my health potion. Now, I'm gonna show you how my ultimate works. This is how my ultimate works. Not everyone's look like this. I just preventing him from escaping. But he can have spells like flash or any other spells on these attacks that I mentioned later that everyone have, but they're different from champion to champion. He can like blink. It's the spell called flash that you can escape through walls and such. He can blink out of my ultimate, so that's the catch with it. And he can have other spells. Someone can push me out of it with attacks called knockback, and that's pretty annoying for me, but I understand it would get too overpowered if you couldn't escape that. But I shouldn't tell you so much about my champion. I bought a skin for him, and yeah. And every time you kill a minion, you will earn money, so do not try to just hit them to get low HP. Just go when they have really low HP and do one hit on them, and you will earn like 20 to 30 gold. I'm gonna show you about these skeletons. You see the skulls in the forest. I'm gonna show you what they do. I maybe come up with a newer version of this video when I show you more of items. But I'm soon going to end this video. I'm just going to show you what these minions make. These minions, creeps, forest minions, they just give you money, and these guys with red spinning things around, it gives a buff that makes you slightly more better, and they're often used for high damage range champions, or like high damage melee. I'm just going to kill this. Now, see, I leveled up and I got a buff, which makes me hit harder and such. And now I'm level 8, and there's maximum levels of 18 in game, but you have a parallel level outside of the game. You get a special amount of XP every time you do a game. And that makes you can level up to level 30, and by getting higher level you earn more influence points per game and can buy better things called runes, and those things you can choose from to get like attack damage per level or attacks that damage at start, so we can start with a real amount of attack damage, so you would be like overpowered at the beginning. And now I'm done with explaining how League of Legends works, and I hope you liked it. And down in the description I have put a link to a referral link, so please go to that one and make an account and download League of Legends and level 5 before you decide anything to quit or continue.